Hello students, welcome to our AriserTalent. We are studying maths. I'm your maths teacher Arpita Sharma and we are discussing coordinate geometry. Right, in coordinate geometry we were discussing some exercise question. Right students, so with our question, which is which point on x-axis is equidistant from this and this point. These 2 points are given. So I'll be just writing the name of our ongoing chapter, which is coordinate geometry, and with that we'll start this question. Okay, so it's saying which point on x-axis. Now it's talking about 3 points, 2 points are given and the third point asking about that which point on x-axis. Now you have to consider this x-axis, that means very point which is on x-axis is having its y coordinate, that means its ordinates as equals to 0. So it's saying if this is our x o x dash axis and this is our y o y dash x y o y dash axis, then the points are 5, 9. So if I talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pardon me, this is not perpendicular, right? Okay, so let me make perpendicular for you. Okay, so that will be x o x dash. So if I am talking about this 5 and 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 will be something in x-axis. Here it's, let's suppose it's 5, and 9 on y, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Y will be something like here. So I'll be extending this y. Okay, and so something like here, that will be 9. So here will be a point. This is the point which is given 5, 9, and I'll name it A, and I'm having this minus 4, 6, minus 4, 6. Now minus 4 here, so something like here, that will be minus 4, 6. 6. So y direction is positive, this is positive. So something here it will be 6, and the intersection will be this point minus 4, 6, and I will name it B. So there are these 2 points A and B. This is point A and this is point B. Now students asking about a point on this x-axis. Now if the point is on x-axis, whether it will be here, 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 or anything infinite, if in the infinite distance, but if it's in the x-axis, then the y coordinate have to be 0. This is what 0, 0, and here that will be 1, 0. Here 2, 0, then 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6, 0. That means y coordinate, that means the ordinate of any points on this x-axis will be 0. So the ordinate is 0, but the abscissa is something. So I have to find a point, something like here or here, and I'll find out where that from that point the distance of this point B is equal to the distance from that point to this point. So if I'm having this particular point, let's suppose P here, so PB will be equals to PA. Okay, so I have to find out this particular what point. Now what is given? Given point A, which is 5, 9, and point B, which is minus 4, 6. Solution: let a point, let us assume a point. What I'm writing? Assume, okay? So write it, assume a point. Which point, student? Which point we have to assume? Let's suppose P, such that PA equals to PB. Okay. So, if it's so, but P is on x-axis. So, P is equals to x comma 0. So, P is equals to x comma 0. Why P is equals to x comma 0? Because it is situated on x-axis. So, the ordinate will be 0. Right. So, if PA equals to PB, if PA equals to PB, this implies that. Now, you know what I am going to write here. The distance of P to A and P to B. So, if I will talk about P to A, so x and 0 and 5 and 9. So, 5 minus x square plus 9 minus what? Y is 0. So, 9 minus 0 square. Now, I will talk about this. This was PA, now PB. So, minus 4 minus x, here x2 square plus 6 minus 0. So, I can eliminate this root by squaring both sides. Is it very familiar with you guys? Okay, so just solve this. That will be a square plus b square plus 2a, that is minus 10 x b. Okay, here that will be plus 81. Now here this side, that will be 16 plus x square plus 2a, that is at minus again plus. So, plus 8x plus 36. After squaring, the square root will eliminate. Now, student, look at this. Look at this. This x square will cut by this x square. So, basically, I am having only x here and I have to find out the value of x. Is it not so very easy kind of question? Okay. So, it may bother you by seeing it first time on this, but it's very easy, right? So, that is 25 here, that's 81 here, and that is 36 here. So, what we can do, we'll shift the x here and the numeric values there. Okay. So, that will be minus 10x minus 8x, and if I'll go there, that will be 2 and 1, then 4 and 5. Okay. So, 52, right? And here this is 81 and 25, 106. So, minus of 106. Now, minus it and 52. So, that will be 4 and that will be 5 here, 54. So, minus 18x equals to 54. Minus cancel. Now, you can find the value of x from there. Is it okay with you? Okay. So, note this question. This is the way you'll be finding the value. Now, you'll write simply the value of x and the value of y. Okay. So, note this. Should I rub? So, that's, if you calculate this, 54 by 18. So, it's, I guess, 54, right? So, 3 times. Okay. So, x equals to 3. If in case you want to check it, how will you check it? X equals to 3. So, the point P will be 3, 0, because it was on which axis? It was on the axis y. So, this is here. Now, student, if I'll ask you that prove that your answer is same, so you can just apply a check over there, the check over there. It's an addition, you don't have to write all these checks here in this question, but you can check this. If PA is equals to PB, now the The P is equals to what? 3, 0. So what it should be? Root of this. If I talk about AP, that will be 5 minus 3 square plus 9 minus 0 square. That is equals to what? 2 square plus 9 square, that is 4 and that is 81. So that will be root of 85. Root of 85. So I can write that PA equals to root of 85. Okay. Now if we talk about PB. Okay. So if I talk about PB, PB will be what? PB is 3 minus 4. So 7 square plus 6 minus 0 square. So that will be 49 and that will be 36. Again that will be 5 here, 1. So 85. Root 85 and root 85. So P equals to PB. From here you can say that your answer is right, correct. Okay, whatever you want to say. Now note this and we'll move forward. Okay, noted? Noted. Okay, let's talk about the next question. Which is your next question? Show that these points are the vertices point of a rectangle. Now, how will you show? How will you show this? First, you have to be very clear that what a rectangle is. What a rectangle is? A rectangle is a quadrilateral. First thing, it's a rectangle is quadrilateral. This is the first thing, only first thing. Then the second thing is this, having opposite sides equal. So, in case you have proved that there are two pairs of the lines which are equal to each other, is it compulsory a rectangle? No, it is not. Because if the angle between the sides is not 90 degree, then it is a parallelogram but not a rectangle. So you have to rethink that having opposite sides equal. Then the third point is angle between sides equals to 90 degree. Okay, so now if the four sides are equal, then this is not a rectangle. Then, because if you are finding that you're having the angle equals to 90 degree, you are having that this is a quadrilateral, but you are not having the only two pairs of, but all the four sides are equal, then that's a square. Okay, that's a square. Now you have to consider all these 3 points. It's clear from these 4 points, then it will be going to be a quadrilateral because we are having 4 points here. Okay, so this is done. Now you have to ensure these two. How will you say that these opposite sides are equal? Simply, you will be just applying the distance formula and check whether the distances, that is distance for this to this point, this to this point, this to this point are equal, and here again this to this point are equal or not. First thing. Second thing, you will be finding that this will be the particular rectangle. You will be finding out with this angle 90 degree. How will you ensure the angle equals to 90 degree? If you are having this A, B and C and D as your rectangle, then if you are having this diagonal, so if you are measuring this dB, distance formula, by distance formula you can measure this dB. Now this dB will be equals to root of BC square plus DC square. So the Pythagoras will be followed here. So you have to confirm that these criteria are following or not. Now we'll work on that. Okay, we understood the question now, so we'll start working on that. Okay. Okay, my dear students. Okay, so let's start with this given thing. Given, we'll name it like A minus 4 minus 1, B minus 2 minus 4, and then there is a 3 which is 4 comma 0, and there is a 3 D, this is 2 comma 3. This is the vertical vertices of a rectangle. So vertices, right? So if they are solution by distance formula, we just applying directly the distance formula. By the distance formula, we'll talk about this A and B. AB equals to root of minus 4 minus 2 is plus 2 whole square plus minus 1 minus 4 is plus 4 square, and that will become root of, this is minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. So 2 square is what? Simply 4, and 4 plus, this is 4 and this is minus 1, 3. So 3 is 9. Minus 30, sorry, it's 13. Simply 13 I can write, root of 13. Okay, now I'll talk about this B and C point. If I talk about B and C, so and this is minus 2 and minus 2 minus 4 square plus minus 4 minus 0 square. So that will be 6 square. Okay, minus 6 square, that is 36. So 36 plus 4 fours are 16, right? So that will be root of 2 here, 4 and 5, root of 52. Okay, minus 2 minus 4 comma 0. Okay, 16 and 36, and here minus 4 minus 2, so 2 square and minus 1 minus 4. Okay, this is right. Now we can have 2 pairs, right? So let's talk about this C and D. So C and D, if I talk about C and D, so C is here and D is here. So 4 minus 2 square plus 0 minus 3 square. So now this is what? This is 2 square, right? Again, and this is 3 square. So that will be, we have calculated, it is 13, root of 13. Now if I will talk about this D and A, so if I will talk about this D and A, that will be root of 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is 2 plus 4. This is 6. So 6 square plus 3 minus 4. So that is 4 square. So again 6 square, 4 square, that is 36 and 14, right? And we were having something like here also it's 14. We have calculated something wrong. That was 6 square, that is 36, and that was 4 square, that is 16, right? This is 16. So we have calculated it here as wrong. So that is 36 plus 16, again that will be 6, 6, 12, 4 and 5. So root 13, root 13, root 52, root 52. That means AB is equals to CD and BC equals to DA. Now we are having 2 pairs of equal sides. So this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. Now understand this, I am having this ABCD. I am having this ABCD as in a quadrilateral. Okay, now this quadrilateral is supposed to be a parallelogram. Why? Because these 2 sides and these 2 sides are same. Now I have to I have to deal with this. Either I can have this BD or I can have this AC. If I am taking this AC, okay, let's have this AC. If I am having this AC, then AC square equals to AD square and DC square. If it follows, then it's what? A rectangle. If it does not follow, that means it's simply a parallelogram. Okay. By first, second, third and fourth, ABCD is a parallelogram. It's a parallelogram, it's a sign of parallelogram. Okay, is a parallelogram. In order to be rectangle, diagonal, or you can write it should follow Pythagoras theorem for triangle ABC. Now, for triangle, what will I do? I'll just make a diagram here. That is A, that is B, and that is C, and that is D, and this is AC, right? So AC. Now, AC equals to. Now AC is equals to what? A is here, C is here, minus 4 square. So minus 4 square plus minus 1 minus 0 square. That is equals to minus 4 is what? 4 and 4 8, so minus 8 square 64 plus 1 square 1, so that is root 65, and this is your equation. You can say it as fifth. This is fifth, right? Now this is 65 and I can say that AC square is this, so AC square equals to 65, and again the AB and the BC, the AB and the BC's square should be equals to this AC square, and BC square plus AB square is equals to, now you have the value of BC is equals to root 52, so this is 52, and AB square is what? 13, so root 13 is 13 here, 3, 4, 5, that is 5, and 3, 5 and 1, 6. So this is 65, this is 65, that means AC square equals to BC square plus AB square. Hence, ABCD is rectangle, right? So note this students, so that we can forward with your question right there. Okay, note it. So we can move forward to the next question. Understood this question? Okay. Understood how you have to apply the formulas, the distance formula. This is completely based on the distance formula. You don't have to use any other kind of formula, but just you have to apply this distance formula and you have to know that what are the properties of triangle, of rectangle, of rhombus, of parallelogram, right? Okay. So, if we move forward, there is a question, find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment this and this internally in the ratio 3, 5. 4. Now we have done such kind of questions. How? We know there is a line AB having a point P, and this point P is parting this as M and N ratio. Okay, and we have find out some this kind of formula. The points for x1, y1 here and x2, y2 there, and simply x and y at P. Now, it's saying that we are having these two -1 and -3. So, it's -1 and 3 here, and this is the 4, -7 here. And the ratios are 3, 4. Right. So, what will I have? I'll be having this formula which was P xy will be equals to P, and the formula was, if I'll go with the M, I have to take the x2. If I'll go to with the N, I have to take the x1. So that will be M x2 plus N x1 upon M plus N. And for y, I'll be having this M y2 plus N y1 upon M plus N. That was so simple. Okay. And in lambda, we remember that we replaced this M by N. Here we divided the complete equation here and here by N, and we find out that lambda x2 plus x1 upon lambda plus 1, okay, is the second formula. So, we will go with this formula only. You can use either. Okay. Now, solution. I will not be writing the given things and all the things what we have to find. We are just simply finding the, we are just simply putting the value. Solution here, x1 equals to -1, y1 equals to 3, x2 equals to 4 and y2 equals to -7 given. So, the point P x comma y. Now again I am having this M equals to 3 and this N equals to 4. I will just simply writing the values in the formula. So, this is M x2 plus N x1, that's -1, upon M plus N, this is simply 7. Okay. Now, again 7 here because that will be going to M plus N either way. So, that will be y M y2 is -7 plus N which is 4 and y1, right, that will be 3. So, I have to just calculate it. So, P xy will be equals to P 7 here, 12 and minus of 4, right students? Then the next, that will be minus of 21 and plus of 12, right? P 8 by 7 and here minus 9 by 7. So, this will be the answer. Simple. This is so simple question, right? It's simple as that. Okay. So, this is your solution. Note it. Then we will conclude this session, right? Noted. Okay. Students, with this question, we will concluding this session of today. Now, what you have to do? You have to do some exercise, some questions on that. Okay. So, have your notebook, have the sheets of AriserTalent, and start practicing the questions. Okay, we'll meet in the next session with some more interesting questions. Okay, bye bye, take care.